Hello and welcome to a new slide presentation videos of questions and answers of Chapter 10. Let's go. At Jackson High School, 14 out of 35 students in the marching band are in sophomores. Write this as a ratio in lowest terms. "14 out of 35.
So we're going to write 14 out of 35 as a ratio. So 14 over 35 or out of 35. Here we have to find it in lowest terms. 14 and 35 we can divide by 7 because they're both divisible by 7. So we get 2 out of 5. Now to write it as a ratio in lowest terms, it's 2 out of 5, but it can be written in 3 other ways. And they are 2 over 5, 2 to 5, or 2:5. So these are the 3 different ways in which to represent a ratio.
It's true. Number 2. The ratio of Delaware residents to Maine residents was about 55 to 100 in 1970 and about 66 to 120 in 1990. Are these ratios equal?
So here we're going to see if the ratios are equivalent or equal.
Yes.
So
there is more than one method to solve this question. Below are 2 of the many methods.
So we're going to use the first method, which is to simplify and compare. And so we're going to put 55 to 100, and we'll find the simplest form, which is 11 out of 20. And then we'll get the 66 to 120, and again find the simplest form, which again gives me 11 out of 20. So if the simplest form of both ratios is equal, this means the ratios are equal.
So 11 out of 20 equals 11 out of 20.
In method 2, that's another method, we're going to use the cross multiplication method. And here we have the 55 out of 100 to 100 and 65 to 120. So what we're going to do, 66 to 120. So here what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the 120 by 55, and that'll give me 6,600. And then the 100 by 66, and this will also give me 6,600. So again, this proves that these 2 ratios are equal. Again, I repeat that it can be done in more than 2 methods. There are many methods, but I have chosen these 2 to explain them to you. Therefore,
as seen above, both methods gave the same answer, which states that the ratios are equal, so the answer is yes. But in method 2, you don't have to simplify it. Number 3. Ruda has 4 hours to type a 12-page report. How much time can she spend typing each page? 4 hours to type a 12-page report.
So here we're going to check the rate. It is 4 hours to type 12 pages. So we're just going to simplify it. We'll divide by 4 and we get 1/3 of an hour. This is one way to solve it. Another way to solve it is to change the hours into minutes and then divide. So 4 hours multiplied by 60 minutes will give me 240 minutes. And then I'll divide it by 12, which is the number of pages in the report, and I'll end up with 20 minutes. So 1/3 of an hour or 20 minutes are the same.
Therefore, Ruda can spend 1/3 of an hour or 20 minutes typing each page. Number 4. Morgan can make 48 cookies in an hour. At this rate, how long will it take her to make 60 cookies?
So here we have 48 cookies in an hour, or you can say 48 cookies per hour if we're using rates. So 48 cookies per hour. We need now to find how many hours will it take her to bake 60 cookies? So therefore here we're going to multiply 48 cookies multiplied by n hours, and that's the missing number of hours, is equal to 60 cookies multiplied by 1 hour. So n hours equal to 60 cookies multiplied by an hour divided by 48 cookies. If you notice here, cookies will cross out each other, and so we'll have 60 divided by 48, which will give me 5/4 of an hour. And if we divide it, we'll get 1¼ hours.
That's true. Therefore,
It takes-
Morgan took 1¼ hours to make 48 cookies.
To make, 60.
60 cookies. Sorry.
Yes.
During the butterfly stroke competitions, May swam 100 meters in 64 seconds, and Karen swam 200 meters in 136 seconds. Do these rates form a proportion?
So here we're going to check if these two rates form a proportion. To check these, we have to do cross multiplication. So we're going to multiply 136 seconds by 100 meters, and we'll get 13,600. And then we're going to multiply 64 seconds by 200 meters, and we're going to get 12,800. If you can see that these two are not equal. So
13,600 is not equal to 12,800. Therefore, the rates above do not form a proportion because 13,600 is greater than 12,800. Okay. Number 6. In 1967, a minimum wage worker would receive $84 for 60 hours of work. How much would the worker receive for 75 hours of work?
So here again, we're going to solve using proportion. So we're going to multiply 60 hours by n dollars, which is the unknown, and 75 hours by $84.
Equals.
So therefore, n dollars, which is the unknown, is 75 hours multiplied by 84 divided by 60. My answer is $105.
Therefore, a worker would receive $105 for 75 hours of work. Okay. Next.